Welcome to Blooming Wildwood Homestead. Today we are going to take a look at a vertical planter that is very budget friendly and you can go ahead and pick up for under $5. I saw these planters online last year and these are from the Dollar Tree. You can go ahead and pick them up and they're stackable, and a lot of people were comparing them to the Greenstalk, saying that this is basically a budget friendly version of the Greenstalk and that it is a great item for you to use as far as a vertical planter goes. This of course really piqued my interest because while I don't have a Greenstalk, I have looked into them and they definitely look like a very usable item, particularly if you are short on space and trying to do some vertical gardening, maybe in town or on an apartment balcony, someplace where you're very limited on space. The vertical planters look like a wonderful option for you to be able to start growing some things and maximizing your space. So this really piqued my interest when it came to finding something that was budget friendly. So last year they were all sold out. I couldn't find them anywhere. This year I started a bit earlier and was able to locate these at the Dollar Tree. I ordered them online and then they were shipped to the store. Now I've seen a couple of different versions of this. For the ones that I picked up, I was able to get these for 69 cents a piece. I noticed that they do have a couple of options online where they're selling 3 for $1.25. So it really maybe depends on your area or just what's available at that time. So these I spent 69 cents on per tray, and I was gonna go ahead and do a 6-tier unit. So online they have 3 different sizes, a small, medium, and large. I went ahead and picked up the large size, thinking that it was going to be the most versatile and could do the most as far as vertical planting goes. When you read online about the Greenstalk, it's amazing the things that you are supposed to be able to plant in your Greenstalk. They have anything from potatoes, your brassicas, tomatoes, I think I saw carrots you're able to plant in there. And so I had high hopes and was very curious to see if these Dollar Tree planters would be similar to that Greenstalk. When I picked these up, it's so hard to tell online. These are definitely not as large as I had originally thought that they might be, which is kind of interesting. Also, if you're looking as far as a comparison between like the Greenstalk vertical planter and the Dollar Tree vertical planters, these containers are about 5 inches deep, whereas the Greenstalk is 10 inches deep. So that's definitely a big difference if you're trying to put some type of root vegetable in here. These are not going to be suitable for that. It looks like the pockets on the Greenstalk are also larger than the large size on the Dollar Tree planter. So that's definitely a difference there as well. The other thing is the Greenstalk has 6 planting holes on the bottom and the Dollar Tree version only has 3. The other difference that I saw is that it looks like the Greenstalk has an option for watering kind of through the center to help disperse your water and make sure that everything is being evenly watered. And that's obviously something that you're not going to find here. So definitely a big difference between the two. And I think it really depends on what your purpose is as to which one's going to be right for you. Now, for me, I'm going to plant some strawberry plants inside of this vertical planter. And with the strawberries, they have a shallow root system. I don't need to have a ton of extra space. That's not going to be an issue for me. You could do some lettuce or spinach in here and that would be great. So I definitely think you could use it for greens. Now, some of you may have already picked up a set of these and maybe you're using them. Let me know in the comments down below what you're able to plant in there and what you are using it for. I would love to hear a little bit more about that. So that being said, you just have to be aware of what it is that you're getting. And whenever you look for budget items, you have to know that it's not going to be exactly the same. I'm sure that the quality of plastic even is going to be different. However, I do have to say that I was pleasantly surprised to find that these planters actually have pretty firm plastic, and so I think it'll hold up a little bit better than what I had actually anticipated. I've purchased organizing products and things from the Dollar Tree before, and sometimes it just depends on the item as to whether or not it's going to be really flimsy or whether you're going to be able to actually put something of substance in the container and carry it around. So again, you just have to be aware of what it is that you are picking up and just know the limitations of that. With that in mind, I'm going to be putting strawberries in here, and I've done strawberries in the ceramic planters. You may have seen the ceramic planters. They're kind of oval shape, and they have the little holes around the side, and I have planted strawberries in there before. They did okay, but I wouldn't say that they thrived for me. I know others have had good luck with them, but for me, they just didn't really work out as well as they could have. But I'm really hopeful that these will have just a little more space for the plant to grow and thrive, and that I can get good production off of the strawberries in this container. They're also very lightweight, which is a definite plus if you're looking at something that you want to be able to move or put protection over during the winter season. So I will have this outdoors during the spring and summer, fall, and then in the winter, if it looks like we're going to have a hard freeze, because it's in the container and not in the ground, I'll just go ahead and tuck it inside of the greenhouse or high tunnel just to give a little layer of protection. I wouldn't cover or protect my other strawberries that are in the bed, but I feel like they have more space and the roots are less vulnerable because they are not in a smaller container like this. Here we have the strawberries. These are bare root strawberries that I had mail ordered. And when they come bare roots, you can see here that these plants came in their dormant state. We do have a bit of green here, which means that these are ready to take off. I need to get them into the ground and ready to go. We've got some fresh root fibers coming out here, and that's definitely something that needs to be done. Now I've got 3 different varieties: Early Glow, Jewels, and this one definitely wants to take off. These are Sparkle. And so we've got a mixture of early, mid, and late. I'm going to do 6 plants of each one into the small planter just to give a nice variety. You don't want to bury the strawberries below the crown. I want to make sure that that sits on top. And then I'm going to trim the roots by about 1/3. This is going to help stimulate root growth and help it to take off and exit the dormancy stage. Here we have the finished assembly, and I think it looks pretty good. Definitely going to serve its purpose here. I'm going to be able to utilize it for the strawberries. If you are in a position where you are looking for a budget-friendly option, I do think this is a great place to get started, especially if you are wanting something for a small space and you just don't want to spend a lot of money on it right now. This whole setup cost me under $5 with tax. So I've got 18 strawberry plants here, and definitely an inexpensive container. We'll see how it holds up, but so far I'm excited to test this out, and it could definitely be a good option if you're looking for something that's budget friendly for a small space.